Hello everyone, and welcome to our lesson on electricity. Today, we're going to unlock the mysteries behind some everyday electrical terms, volts, amps, watts, and explain important topics like fuse sizing, wire gauge, the differences between AC and DC, and even take a quick look at solar power. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, beginner-friendly understanding of how electricity works and why it matters in our daily lives. Let's start with the basics. Electricity is the flow of tiny particles called electrons through a material. Imagine it like water flowing through a hose. The water represents the electrons moving through the circuit. When you hear terms like volts, amps, and watts, they describe different aspects of this electrical flow. Let's break each one down. First, we have volts. Voltage is like the water pressure in our hose analogy. It's the force that pushes the electrons through the circuit. You can think of it as the push behind everything that makes your electrical devices work. Next is amps, which measure the flow rate, similar to how much water is flowing through the hose at any moment. More amps mean more electrons are moving through the circuit. Then we have watts, which measure power, the overall work that the electricity can do. The relationship is simple. Watts equal volts multiplied by amps. For example, if you have 5 volts and 2 amps, that gives you 10 watts of power. Think of watts as the strength of the electricity, the ability to light up your bulb or power your computer. Now, let's talk about keeping things safe with fuse sizing and wire gauge. A fuse is a safety device whose job is to break the circuit if too much current flows through, protecting the wiring from damage. You can think of it like a safety valve in a pressure cooker. Next, the wire gauge refers to the thickness of the wire. Thicker wires can carry more current, much like a fire hose can handle more water than a thin garden hose. If you use a wire that's too thin, it can overheat and cause problems. Proper fuse sizing and choosing the right wire gauge are essential for a safe and efficient electrical system. Let's move on to understanding two types of electrical current, AC and DC. AC, or alternating current, is the type of electricity you get from your wall outlets at home. Its direction changes periodically, which makes it very effective for long-distance power distribution. DC, or direct current, flows in only one direction. You see DC in batteries and in many solar panels. Although your home uses AC, many electronic devices convert AC to DC internally to run efficiently. Both types have their uses: AC for power distribution and DC for portable, low-voltage devices. Finally, let's take a quick look at solar power. Solar panels capture sunlight and convert it into electricity using a process called the photovoltaic effect. In simple terms, when sunlight hits the solar panels, it knocks electrons loose, creating a flow of electricity. Solar power is an exciting and sustainable energy source that's growing in popularity around the world, helping us reduce our reliance on traditional energy sources. Let's quickly review what we've learned today. Voltage is the push, like water pressure. Amps are the flow rate, like water flowing through a hose. Watts measure power, which is the result of volts multiplied by amps. Fuses protect circuits, and wire gauge determines how much current a wire can safely carry. AC is used in our homes, while DC powers batteries and many electronics. Solar panels convert sunlight into electricity through the photovoltaic effect. Before we end, take a moment to think. How do these electrical concepts impact the devices you use every day? Thank you for joining me in this lesson on electricity. I hope you now feel more confident in understanding these fundamental electrical concepts. Remember, electricity is all around us, powering our daily lives in amazing ways. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to Van Linden Academy, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Your support helps us create more educational content for you. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious. Thank you for watching.